Chat tales. Don't you wanna hear some chat tales? Hello people, how you doing peeps? You good? Okay, so I've got just a silly little one again, just about me being a div, if you like. Okay, so I don't know how long ago it was, probably a good 10 years ago or whatever, when I got given my first ever flat, and it was in Holly Lodge in Highgate, which is just up the road from Kentish Town, the top of Kentish Town anyway. And me and my missus, she weren't my wife at the time, just my lovely girlfriend, but yeah, we decided to move out of mum's and go up to the flat. Anyway, so we was up there one time. I can't remember what we was probably decorating. I don't know, but we was doing something. But I had my beautiful Jack Russell dog with me, Lennon, and he's sadly passed now. But I love that dog more than most. Anyway, so we're in the flat doing whatever we're doing, and then I was just like, I think I'm gonna take Lennon for a little bit of a walk round Dolly Lodge and that, and I'll see you in a little while, yeah. And Angie was like, yeah, cool, see you in a little while. Now it's not like I've just moved to some brand new area that I didn't know, because it's just N6 attaches to NW5 at Swains Lane, and basically Dolly Lodge is just the road off of Swains Lane. So this ain't a new area to me. I knew this area well. Do you know what I mean? So I get Lennon, get his lead on and all that, and I decided to take him for a walk just to see what's going on around Dolly Lodge. So me and Lennon, yeah, we go out the door and we start walking around and that. And now this is in the early days of my eyes, and yes, I had a little bit of sight then, but it weren't great, you know what I mean? But I weren't using a cane, didn't have a guide dog, weren't even registered blind at this point, do you know what I mean? So I just had Lennon on the lead and me, and we just decided to go for a walk. So we're walking around, and anyway, I was going where I thought I knew and all that or whatever. So I don't know, I must have made some turns and not realised I was turning in these directions. But anyway, so I'm walking along, done a right, done a left, whatever. And after a minute of walking and that, and then I'm thinking, all right, so it's just up here, yeah, sweet. So I walked up to the other way. I was like, oh my God, where am I? Do you know what? Right, I could not figure out where I was at all. So I'm like, right, it must be back down this way. And went down there, went there. And then I was even thinking, if I can find Highgate West Hill, I'll know where I am from there. So I'll go right to the bottom of this road and it must be there. Went down there, there was just more roads coming off of roads with houses everywhere. And I was just like, oh my God, I was just like getting a bit panicked, man. I was like, where the God am I? So after just like running about and trying to find out where I was, the saviour was technology. Because I pulled my iPhone out of my pocket and I was just like, right, I need to phone Angie and tell her what I've done like an idiot. So I called Angie on the old blower. She's answered the phone. She's like, you all right? What's happening? And I was like, look, I've come out with Lennon and I've just walked. I don't even know where I am, babe. I'm just like, I don't even know where I am. She's like, all right, don't worry about it. It's sweet. She goes, can you put me on FaceTime? I was like, yeah, I think I can work out how to do that. You just sort of look at the front, press a button or whatever, and then it turns the call into a FaceTime call or whatever. So she's like, all right, okay, nice one. Because I can now see her looking at the phone. She's like, right, put the phone out in front of you and look and just move it about and let me have a little look where you are. So I'm standing there. Lennon's like looking up at me like, what are you doing? I'm got this phone out and I'm like, if anyone's looking out their windows or whatever and any of these big £3 million rich houses looking at me thinking, what is this div doing? Do you know what I mean? And anyway, so I'm there, I've got this phone in my hand and I'm swaving it around, do you know what I mean? And then I can hear her because it's like sort of loudspeaker or whatever. And she's like, right. I know where you are. It's all right, sweet. It's all right. Okay. Start walking straight up this road. Keep the phone in front of you though, so I can warn you of any obstacles or whatever. So I was like, sweet. Start walking up the road like, and when we got to the top, she's like, right, now chuck a right. So I was like, okay. Went right. And then walked down this road, right? And then she's like, right, in front of you's like a road coming off of a road, yeah? And I was like, yeah. She's like, right, cross the road as if you're just crossing the road to the other side, okay? It's like, okay. Cross this road, got to the other side, she went, right, now go left. I was like, boom, walk left, straight down. And then after walking down for, I don't know how far, but just it didn't take that long, 35 seconds, whatever. Got there, and then she's like, right, stop. And I stopped. And then she's like, look to your right. It's like, I looked to the right, and she's like, that's our block. I was like, really? She's like, yep. And then I was like, okay, see you in a sec. So I put the phone down, walked down these steps towards the like front door of the block that we lived in, like, and before I could even like try and find a key or ring a buzzer or whatever, Angie had come out because we lived on the ground floor. She'd come out to the door, open the door, and she's just looking at me and looking at Lennon, like Lennon's like, and I just looked at Lennon and I was like, you ain't much of a guide dog, are you? And then Lennon's just looking at me like, But yeah, it was funny, it was proper funny, but for a little bit of it, I was a little bit scared, man. I was like, oh my God, man. Like that was like, you know what I mean? Like I haven't come to terms with my eyes now, to tell you the truth, but back then I proper hadn't come to terms with nothing. Like I was in denial. Do you know what I mean? I'm not blind. And yeah, so we went in and she made me some lunch, made Lennon some lunch. And yeah, nice. But yeah, it was a bit. Once this happened, and you look back at these things, you laugh at them so much. But at the time, it was like, oh my God, what is happening to me? Where am I? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think I went on another excursion on my own, if you like, around there. It's mad, isn't it? It's right next to where I live. I had pals that lived up there, Daniel Talbot and Spuggy, you know what I mean? And I was up there quite a lot and all that. And you still can get lost when you can't see very well. Nah, nuts. All right, thank you for listening. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, and smash that bell. Love ya. Mwah.
CHAP tales. Don't you wanna hear some CHAP tales?